Welcome back to BrewFix, where coffee meets craftsmanship. And today we're unpacking a deceptively simple truth. Starting an espresso shot is easy, but knowing exactly when to stop it is one of the hardest skills in coffee, because stopping a shot requires judgment under uncertainty. And espresso is a moving chemical process happening in real time. When you start a shot, you're initiating a controlled extraction. Water under pressure entering a porous bed of ground coffee. And at that moment, variables are largely mechanical. Grind size, dose, temperature, pressure, distribution. But once the liquid begins flowing, chemistry takes over and the composition of the cup changes second by second. Extraction is not linear. It evolves, with acids dissolving early, sugars building mid-shot, and heavier phenolics emerging later, meaning every additional second shifts the balance of the drink. The difficulty lies in the fact that the transition from balanced to over-extracted does not announce itself clearly. There is no alarm on the machine that says stop now, only subtle sensory cues, a thinning of body, a sharpening bitterness, a drying finish. And those cues lag behind the physical process because by the time you taste over-extraction, it has already happened. Visually, crema may still look rich, flow may still appear stable, pressure may still read correctly, yet the internal chemistry may have crossed its sweet spot threshold. Think of it like braking a car at high speed. You must anticipate the stopping point before reaching it, not react once you pass it. And anticipation requires experience, pattern recognition, and confidence. Psychologically, stopping a shot is harder, because it feels like giving up potential yield. Longer shots feel stronger, more efficient, more complete, and many baristas chase target ratios or extraction percentages rather than sensory balance, assuming more extraction equals more flavor, when in reality more extraction eventually means more dryness and structural collapse. There's also workflow pressure, especially in cafes, where consistency and speed push operators toward fixed recipes, making it uncomfortable to adjust mid-shot based on feel. Stopping early requires trusting your palate over the timer, and that trust takes repetition. Furthermore, espresso machines create the illusion of control through numbers, seconds, grams, bars, degrees, but numbers cannot perfectly predict the exact moment. Sweetness peaks and begins to fade. Grind distribution, particle chaos, and puck permeability introduce microvariability in every shot, meaning the ideal stopping point shifts slightly each time. What separates advanced operators from beginners is not their ability to start shots accurately, but their ability to anticipate the curve of extraction and end it just before imbalance emerges. Mastering when to stop is about understanding solubility sequence, recognizing the texture shift from syrupy to sharp, noticing when flow transitions from honey-like to watery, and accepting that sometimes slightly under-extracted but sweet espresso tastes better than fully extracted but drying espresso. At BrewFix, we emphasize that espresso is about managing thresholds rather than chasing maximums. And once you understand that the art lies not in initiating pressure, but in knowing when to release it, you begin to treat each shot as a dynamic event rather than a fixed recipe, keeping your system stable, your decisions deliberate, and your mornings caffeinated with balance instead of excess.